I said, well, bring medicine there.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to yesterday because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
All the board do for you. No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the millions men in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's me.
Connections then you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No he, no tea.
He was 12 years over Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing hotel on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a barrage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. That's not about Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling, amnesty law, and everything, and the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Georgia to where, and said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there. And he's now where he's just thinking all kind of way better, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house in the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, talking of thing they did, they did a resolution that passed because of money process.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2% to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents. To guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after selling about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finish campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. He doesn't want to persecute us. So what is going on with Kung? Then Kung said, well, what I will do for you to help you with lawyer, your partners and go look for lawyer. It was from who offered my own son offered that I went and filed a resolution. I've never seen them why I do this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, then we'll now put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Nigeria is in trouble.
Correct move.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's set to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is the man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. You say Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero.
In sports?
Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your Nations Cup. Your experience in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. Worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right? The hardship, you have not seen that hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, are the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Will determine the clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the development of some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Kersey Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the pipeline. That's true, but it was blocked in the pipeline. The President Bouakar's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Nigeria's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and vote.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, and now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, you will tell the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hate ourselves as a country and people.
A systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the Sacred Hall of our democratic go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even a stronger storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Town to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. I believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together, we will get there. And so, I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our
We used to go to him, even fee Waka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Oyota, I kept the peace. Chancellor, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we saw. For reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. We have to respect the laws of the Republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, they tell me that no, this is a tenure position. You cannot move the person until the tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can't break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the Republic. We're not a democratic period. So we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just on the tenure position holders. They are the ones that are feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
Maybe when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior is wrong. We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, so they have to be taking on job, it is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. And what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power that came to rescue cannot even give a $50, $100 job, lead the citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. That's what you saw today. In the ring, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourselves. be together, recalibrate, regain the people confidence. And Liberians are there, Liberians that believe that we were the right people. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of pandemic. Liberia shine among the great nations. So what are we talking about? The disrespect to our citizens is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Respect the law. I did not bring 10 jobs. We met it. The Unity Party left it with us, and we respected it. So what's going on? Is it that Waka angry because during any time there were 10 jobs, and he want to break it because you are not happy? Is that why he's saying to us? Because the 10 job, I didn't do it. I met it there, and I respected the laws of the republic. And also, thank you for this time, for giving the opportunity. But there'll be a time when I hope that our people realize that we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We're in a new era, and they send us back to the power. I left them there. Correct that. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the women know that will never happen. You know, with in opposition, Madam Ellen Johnson said it. Let me give her the respect, because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. They respecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use.
Say hands up to all of you wherever you are. We are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here, beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there, and we'll continue to get there no matter what it is. And we think for sure with God all things are possible. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. Normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. Right? So we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that we do. And we are here again tonight to continue with what we know. And that's very interesting. Oh, they say our president is in the country. Your president will soon leave the country for a long time, because I'm very aware of that. Right? They say you're going for ECOWAS thing, but your president will soon leave the country for a very long time. I don't know that long time, but it's not going to be for days or weeks. No. Right? So your president will leave for some time. He's preparing to leave for some time, and he will be leaving for some time. And sometimes last week, things were not okay for your president, but I'm thinking for all to be talking also. So your president has gone, right? Yeah. So we are very happy how our president gone. So let me say hands up to all of you, the Unity Party people and their lives. So let me just inform you people about our 9/15. Yeah, we'll have with us here, and one of the executives of our stand, the group preparing We the People movement, the group that is leading that campaign, and for the July 17 protest. Remember, they have their GoFundMe and activities that they have put in place for the sake of the successful hosting of that protest, which I, Abraham Godsend will support 100%, and we will be there, right? And wherever it is, we will be. And it is very much important that we know that, right? And that is what I always wanted to support. I like to support civil society actors. So when it is civil society actors who are taking this initiative, well, great. One thing I know is Mama Molu, he has transitioned from politicking to that of civil society. And this is what civil society is supposed to be doing. Advocating for people. That's their work. But we don't see them anymore. All they do, they collect money, give fake report, false reports. That's what they do. So we are very grateful to the Almighty God for that, right? So the president is not in a country.
So Summer Jacobs, I don't know. Yeman's a chartered. I think he's going to be here. But with our executives, they are going to be here, and of course, our team going to have them. So you can play your cash giveaway, and of course, keep getting out there and getting for your Liberty Fortune scratch card, because that one, the play is right in your hand. The draw is right in your hand. You can have it done. There are a lot of improvements that they will be doing in the coming days and so forth. They are now assess it, and they know exactly how many of you librarians need it. So they are going to do everything they can to get that done. So our code for the station that is assigned to us by Radio Entertainment, our partner in progress, in making sure that you get the money and our instant cash while we are on. And the code is *799 *24#. That's the code. Today is Tuesday and tomorrow is going to be Wednesday. Right? Good. So today, we continue in our scene 4,000. That's what we're going to deal with. And some of you play frequently. You have been seeing in recent time that they've been getting you 1,000 or so forth, just to motivate you so that you can stay play and win something bigger than that. That's what they've been doing. So we are grateful and to the Almighty God for that. Tonight we are here and grateful ever so much for everything that we do for the sake of our country. I want to say thank to you people for your support, your prayers you continue to offer for us. And with God, all things are certainly possible. All right. And the next thing to talk about here is that the president of the Republic of Liberia has left the country. And like I'm telling you people, your president will leave for a long time sooner. I don't know why he will be going for. What is the purpose of that travel? But he's expected to leave for a lengthy period. And there is no official visit that will match that lengthy period. So they have to look for something to say. Right? We are getting there. And with God, all things are possible. Watch out for what I'm telling you. We have people everywhere. We have friends. We have brothers. And we have sisters. They are everywhere. And we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. Currently at the water and sewer, and I'm understanding police. We have gotten information that police is carrying out some investigation at the water and sewer. Because more added than they want to redundant people. You know, when they redundant you, that means your time can't even finish, but they say they pay you off. So they have paid off some senior level managers. There are several other persons, and their checks got missing. So the police is investigating that, and so how the people will get their money, they can't get it, so the check went missing. I think the police is investigating that at the water and sewer. You know, the stealing been everywhere. If you're stealing at the top, why will other people not steal? Everywhere there will be stealing because everyone's stealing. So why will everybody not steal? If you would have made that check lended to me, I would steal it. Because hey, there more men stealing all over the place. What thing we're gonna do? I wanna get our check back. We'll go for a check. You don't even cash a check there. Go and clear that money or go by your business. Because these people, they are rogues. And that's all you can do for yourself. Right? So that is ongoing there. And so that check is gone missing, and they are doing an investigation currently as we speak. And today, what did you people observe on the president's travel? Oh, let me show you. Oh, you didn't see the president leaving the country? Oh, the man left. The man has left the country. You can observe something. I want to show you something. You know, we let to dig beyond things, and we get students who are expecting all these things there. Right? Yeah. So we are very grateful to the Almighty God. And we think for sure with God, all things are possible. So there is your president. Our president. Let me put it that way. So that the Unity Party people will be happy. I'm saying our president. I don't know when I say our president, how to get our president, our preso, right? Our preso here. So I'm about to show you people something. Take observation. Be very smart. That one of my students who's a technocrat, understand all of these things. That the student told me, say, AB, did you observe the president's travel today? Did you observe the flight? Everything? I said, oh yeah, what is it about it? And the student is a school person. Very schooled. He ain't left for me to call it name. He's a technocrat. The man worked in the United States of America, and he worked. They the one can fix the plane and put it together, dismantle the plane. They everything about plane business. They know about it. The moment the man saw it straight, he said, "Hey, guess what?" I said, "What?" He said, "Our persona upgrade." I said, "What? Upgrade to what?" He said, "Look at that plane." You know, he's a technocrat now. So when he calls my attention to it, I begin to say, "But private jet." Now I know. He said, "Not just ordinary private jet. You see now, that's all." He said, "Now." Far above what we are using around here. He has upgraded his private jet. He said that thing that you see down there, so that thing that you see down there, is one of the most expensive private jet. In fact, that they are on operation there. That's what they do. I want for you to Google something, right? Because I did do my own, but I left for the students to follow. Just Google GULFSTREAM, right? Google it. STREAM, private jet. Google it, right? And know what that plane stands for. Then I will lead you to another plane that we are then been using, Cessna Citation. So that the kind of plane that we are then been using too, right? For private jet purpose that they were need to be talking. Now, the Gulfstream, that the kind of plane now Bwaka has upgraded to in this kind of harsh economic situation that we are going through now. That the kind of plane he has upgraded to, that the kind of private jet that they are prepared, they are father here now upgrade to. They call it what? G-Stream. Oh yeah, I will be able to do. You think the baby get time for you? You think you get time for you? The baby has upgraded. But you just think the baby. Look, let me come play a small video about it so that you see how the baby look at that plane. I will show you the other one because some of you may not see it. The baby has upgraded. Yeah, he has upgraded his plane. The private jet. That's the thing there. The thing you're seeing there, so. And the plane there, right? And you're seeing that plane? That plane. God. No, when the guy saw it, the guy said, "What? Eddie, you sure?" And that's the plane that you see here. So when the guy, in fact, I even wanted for you to provide an expert opinion for us here, so that we'll know what the plane is made of and what is it capable of doing. He said, "You see that plane there looking small like that? That's how they built it." He said, "Have fuel in the tank, get fuel. It can travel the longer distance without even what it called. That's the plane that they have. The plane is made to the extent that even if there was a plane crash, it is made with they get a name. He called a name and all. If there were a plane crash, the impact that they kind of plane that Joseph Boga right now. Joseph Boga is afraid of that. But the man bought bulletproof, custom made everything. So everything Joseph Boga using now, that thing then that must be expensive. That no, Joseph Boga is thinking some kind of way. No, this country is an interesting country. You see that? So you see how they can operate here. That the plane right here, so that the plane right here you're seeing here, so right? Good. That the plane there. That the Gulfstream there you see here, so yeah. The guy told me about this thing. They say it is, in fact, some of my students are even saying it's a world-class aircraft created for world-class travel. That's what it's for. That jet they are on a brand. They don't get time for whether you look. No, that they are on a brand. That's what they do. Gulfstream. Put it in your phone. Just Google it. Gulfstream. GULFSTREAM. All one word. Just put it there and know the plane that Joseph Boga has upgraded to. You see this country, you see some of the things we can be telling you all of the time. We'll keep reminding you. Because we knew you were coming to rescue the woman who say, "What are you doing this still?" Your mom and pa then who all the paper they line in hospital, they didn't get hospital bill for anybody to pay for them. Some of them even died with nobody catering for them. But as somebody who lived his life, not as compared to your parent who had opportunities, but he squandered everything. That man you're coming to resurrect to his death. Then your pa, man, and finish dying. Some of your pa, they are still sick. And even the NASCAR people are even frustrating them more. And they can't even get their insurance benefit. There's nothing like pension benefit. They're not getting it. They're struggling every day that you were voting for Joseph Boga. So you see what you're doing to you? You see? This is what it is. This is what it is. That kind of plane. So I will take you now to what the plane is, and you will be able to see that one there, so that we can get there. Good, because that the Gulfstream. This thing I just saw down there, so that what I can show you now. I'm taking up the one. Let me take you up a bit plane from there because you travel today. So let me come back and then show you the one here again. We're getting there. We are getting there. I will show you. Yeah, I have a bit plane there. Stay about these people. You will get to know it. I'm not somebody who joke. I guess my past student and at the level he has gone to now. Yeah. There is a plane. That a plane there. You see where it's in the air? That the whole picture of the plane. Cheap Chino plane there that they used to be causing people for here. That they kind of plane there. They call it a Cessna Citation. In fact, the Cessna Citation that the low grade said we are using here. But it's just supposed to be private presidential jet that what we are just using. But the paper here is using a world-class plane. Something that especially world-class travels. That the kind of plane that Joseph Boga upgraded to. You see what we can be talking? When you sit down, you get ready, you talk all kinds of things. But some of us, we don't get time for that thing that you can be talking. Oh. We don't get time for it. And at Joseph Boga, they doing it one here. You can see the kind of places Joseph Boga used to be sitting down. You can see the kind of places Joseph Boga used to be sitting down. Look at the place you're talking from and brought him to this level. You see how some of you can kill yourself on a day? You're listening to Joseph Boga. I come in. Me and yeah. And you see, look, we'll bring it to your, it will help your boy, now your business. We don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about what you call that the paper there so. Your party there so. Your papi. Your party there so. Eh? Your party. Your party. You listen to him. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, that the party. Let's listen to him.
That we do have a pretty good idea of the high cost of running government.
Listen to the kind. You see the kind of place Joseph Boga used to be sitting at. Look at the kind of chairs he took. You put up there. Look at the place he was making call because he's on the phone and having an interview. So Joseph Boga cranks his leg in his own way. He looks. He said, "Rescue boss." The rescue boss cap on here. He cranks his leg in this kind of chair. He sits there and he's having this conversation. Listen to the generator sound in the back. That street talk. That he played Joseph Boga sitting down and then lying to the Liberian people. You listen to him. That he lies there. You see what you did to yourself in this country. I will keep putting it inside you. So that you will feel it and you will know that what you did to yourself, because you didn't do it to people like us. You didn't do it to me. I am by far better. My life is by far better. My life is improving by the day. Even our people who support us, their lives are by far better than your life. So what you did to yourself, you didn't do it to any of us. No, you did it to yourself. See the kind of place they prepare you to be sitting. And the time, yeah, one of my students said, they say, I'm a DJ. I'm playing the music for your Joseph Boga. I didn't want a Joseph Boga DJ. All the music that they can play. See the kind of place that Joseph Boga used to be sitting down and talking. Could you imagine the kind of place? You will sit down, they kind of play the generator sound. Then he lie in the generator sound, right? Let's listen. Papa, continue.
We know the mismanagement that is going on. We know that there are hidden revenues that are personally going to individuals.
He said, you see that? He said, you know, the kind of mismanagement are going on. We know that there are hidden revenues that are going personally to individuals. That's not jealousy and envy the Papa used to be on. There were hidden revenues. That means people were stealing money and they were giving it to individuals. It was not going to the country budget, but it was going to individuals. That's why he was saying that the thing that I will echo it for you so that I will listen to your part.
We have to examine all of those. We have the information. Besides that, we are very much aware that there's also an international goodwill, but also we are aware that this country has resources that can put it back on track, and if well managed, that can keep Liberia going very well. And I'm determined for us to uncover all of those hidden things that are depriving us of revenue, and I'm sure, and I believe that with my experience, we can find new sources of revenue.
You listen to me, Papa say he determined. And why you told you the last time that to the soon phone conversation you haven't seen again noise. Papa is lying in noise. Now he is saying this in noise, and he is telling you that all the hidden resources they will look for and they bring in hidden resources they can put food on your table. You're not supposed to be suffering. Joseph Boga has come to power after a year. We're in 2 years now, and Joseph Boga still can't find the resources that were hidden. Instead, he is taking the resources and hiding it. Joseph Boga, they may look into discover and uncover resources that were hidden. Joseph Walker has grabbed more resources, not just hearing, but he's squandering it all over the place. You see the private jet issue I'm talking about just now? Most expensive private jet that what Joseph Walker using now. They call it Gulfstream. There's a man who came to discover resources and think that it's supposed to benefit the Liberian people, but he's flying the most expensive private jet. He said, I'm coming so that we can make sure we discover those resources so that everybody that that means tell you that your power. You need to be reminded.
Revenue, and Liberia's economy is going to be one of the strongest that I know.
Asking you. Let me tell you.
As a matter of fact, the young people that are supporting me, the young people are all over. Liberia is very.
Is that way we playing for the other day? I say the young people are all over. That they the ones supporting me. And this, that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we agree.
Country. It is the young people who are giving me this mandate.
Okay.
They are the ones who are saying, everywhere I go, forgive us, we made a mistake.
Okay.
They know their life, they have a stake in this. I am not doing it because I have any other interest. I am here to help them, to rescue them.
The moment say you're not doing it because you have any other interest, but you are doing it to rescue them. What about you to be passing around begging for money? That the young people business, you know, be begging for that money to go give it to them, or that for yourself. That the players supposed to know that you are lying to you. The men used to go beg for money from Costa there. When you collected the money there, that the young people you are giving it to, or you are collecting the money there for yourself. What kind of people they in the country are so? You hear the Papa say, I'm not into this for any other interest. It's for their business. I'm there for. I'm not there for any other interest. But you could see clearly that one part, you know. When the men used to collect the money there, when you used to be collecting the money there, that your business you used to collect it for, or you used to take Costa and say, you gotta raise money, you gotta raise fund. Because many young people, they are suffering. We need to find something for them. We need to pay their school fees. You're not going to raise money. But people are looking for money for himself. Then he say he will not into it for himself or any other interest. He will into it for the young people business. And the young people who are following him, they agree. They papa call them, lie to them, and you fool them. And he say you were into it for them. So the young people are listening. And y'all say Boga was going to the TF for you. But he used to go collect that money when he said the ego has lended. That ego that was lending, that ego used to go to you. All the ego they used to be collecting used to go to you. That time the people were having an interview. Oh, I'm going to go back to A again so that you know what he was saying. That time, what the people were saying, but they say I'm into the thing for the young people business. That they don't want to get no interest. No.
Everywhere I go,
and the young people,
forgive us, we made a mistake.
What the young people were saying?
They know their life. They have a stake in this.
Yeah.
I am not doing it because I have any other interest.
Yeah.
I am here to help them, to rescue them, so that we can create a.
So when Uncle Joe used to go and collect money to go rescue your own self, his pocket, to rescue a house, the young people they say, so well, all the things they all hearing, even before the election, you heard that the man used to go pay for money because that say all the things. Stay or choose to think that he was there for you. The man used to go collect money. All the money they used to collect, it was for you people business. Did he bring that money to say he giving it to the campaign team? Because I agree now that he didn't eat it. Did he give it to the campaign team? But maybe you don't collect that money and be eating it. And you see how he crack a leg? Yeah, that they play your to Joseph Boga from. You see some of the things that we can be talking in this country. So all these things that the man was in it for you. That is what it is. Then we reminded you about this other video as well. Right? This one will play now, then we go to the next era. The other man, if you're getting your own job. So let's have this. I will share this with you too. You're listening, you see this. Did people see this? All are now your about opening to it now because we did show you these things. We show you these things that they probably they're real face here. The real face here. Who got a late job and then of course it's somewhere else now. That ain't there. So this is your about how you're looking. That ain't lofa county here. That ain't lofa county here. But we show that video, but you overlook it. You insulted us.
So thank you for coming. Mr. Senator.
The Senator who couldn't hear. Then yesterday now. Not now. It was before. The thing that we show it to you. God made us to show you these things, but you are causing us. The young people who are suffering. You are causing. You see how you say that?
Welcome, Mr. Former Vice President.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Are you there? You know what to say.
Yeah, more or less just a short statement about
You can hear go. It's again. I didn't pay it to them for you. The time to Freedom FM. But they didn't see the video. Or now I will open it to you now.
Okay.
Eh?
Gentlemen, I don't have a written statement, but you all are aware that we've been having a very, very, very tedious.
Very happy. They want when I crop their face here, they are showing out there. It will be a real living. You know, you will suffer in this country. You will suffer. You know why you will suffer? Because the Unity Party people take you to be fools. And that's the next place I come and stop. Yeah? That's the next place I come and stop. They're taking you to be fools. After Giddings, the current Public Works Minister, acknowledged, which is fact, that these road projects are all WEA's projects and they didn't bring anything new. He their job, you must be prepared to dance and they want him to lie if he want to protect his job. He not got to be clean man here. So like some of them were telling, in fact, there's one of those guys who are telling me, say, when Public Works Minister said that thing, they went to him and said, you want act clean? You want either you better, you clean, and Joseph Walker? In the public second lie, who are you? Everyone, oh yeah, we are lying. Who you want me yourself to do that? We know that we are all liars. Let us do it. So he went now, came back and lied that the Southeast Road project, the reason it not going anywhere, it didn't go anywhere, is because George Weah and his government took huge portion of the World Bank money and put it different place. They put it different place. They use it for different purpose. I wonder why. The brother who are acting like sin here, of course, not acting, but of course, he's supposed to be the sin that we're looking at saying he can talk fair through. Where the brother coming from? But I got to know that the only way you can maintain your status in the Bwaka kingdom is to become a liar, because he's dancing with the devil in chief. So there's no way that you can survive clean. It will not work. Today I listened to my brother's show, or Julius Jeff's show, where he hosted Tor and that of Jeff Chisman, and it was quite excellent. Debunked heavily. The guys are liars. Let me give you my own classic example. Thank God they mentioned World Bank, right? They mentioned World Bank. So let me give my classic experience with the World Bank issue. World Bank money, now money to play that is seen lying the day on Emma Glasgow. The lie say Emma Glasgow told World Bank money, she put it this way. Yeah, that's also lies. The lady still waiting for them. What is the most appropriation of World Bank money? So you want money to be made. The people name they calling are people whom you don't play with their money. Because when they give it, in fact, there is something the people they put on the web. They don't even determine as to whether they are giving you the money for you to know. They will tell you, say, at the end of the project you say you want here, and they will do this here and there. The money not coming to you. That's how these people operate. I remember my own personal experience. You know, the classic, the I say the witness can be filed. You please call Charles and ask Charles. Now, as we speak, Charles and myself, we are in deep trouble with the World Bank group because we had traveled to South Africa and NAFA made us to travel to South Africa. That time I went to South Africa, me and Charles. Yes, and myself. Sorry. When we went for that trip, we came back and we get some receipts for hotel and thing, and the passport can tell. The World Bank people say we must bring the receipt of the food that we ate. You know how many emails and opponent been sending me from NAFA? In fact, one of the most recent call was from NAFA. One guy just called me. He can say, AB, the last time you met with the other people team, but still they are still inquiring and they say you must get account of the money that you use and whatever. I said, but these people, they need World Bank people. What thing they really want from me? What thing they really want for us? Because the idea is we did not in any way, they didn't tell us they must report to them. We had to report to NAFA. And NAFA had a team, they had a leadership that was there. Our reporting systems were done. We did everything we could. In fact, they had it, World Bank people assigned with us. Where we ate, they were there. So they couldn't get report. I don't think that were there. Then we supposed to what they call, okay, our report that we did, we gave it to NAFA. Because NAFA carry us. We owe it to NAFA. Then up to today, they stay behind people like us for that thing and say we will get receipt. That World Bank money you're playing with, yes. Can you imagine? How much we talk about they say for all to carry that time? I think 1,002 or something like that. They say we must get account of it. When they are aware and their agents are aware, and all of us who were on that trip, they know we enter in South Africa, we led the same time, we ate the same places, we slept the same places. Look, where is it? But these people, they are money business because they say they want to get account that when I went there, I used their money. So that means I'm not going to bring, I'm not going to save it or stay. I will say, oh, la bureau how? La they say they want receipt to show that I used the money that they gave me. I said, but you gave me money. You said up and down for me to use it. You not tell me, say, go buy the other thing or whatever it is. No, I determine what I want to buy. And those are my personal effects. As you get your receipt of the suitcases I bought and all, that's the kind of people that you're playing with here. Then Foreign Minister can sit down and can't talk because they want to steal. They know that it will be completed. It is ongoing. Where in the southeast to lie? Because they ain't want to lie in Monrovia here. Yeah. They ain't want to lie in Monrovia here. It's very hard. So they go in the southeast to lie. When Abraham we are, I'm already being tormented by World Bank to get receipt for what kind of above. But the money you gave me here, that money here was for me to travel and stay part. But still they say I'm gonna get receipt to prove all of that. I told them, say, do you know what? And look, you never, first of all, you never told us that is why it was going to be for. That's one thing. You said up and down. And my personal affairs, the thing I bought, they are receipts for me. That is if I had issues with those things that I bought and I want to send them back in South Africa, that receipt I will use. Enough for you. Why I can't give it to you? To can't do whatever with it. So I told them that. That is what I told them. And with that kind of pressure that they keep mounting, then I can understand. Then that Samuel 2 and then will just take the country money, the World Bank money, and say we're going to use it on different purpose. And one thing, let me tell you some of the lies. You know, United Party people are looking for fault on the CDC any given day. Where is that letter that World Bank sent to them to tell them that the project will not continue unless the money that your people took and they put SYZ, unless they put it back? You think World Bank scared of anybody? You think World Bank scared of government? When Joseph Boga came in power, World Bank released a statement that said the money, if you didn't pay, they were not going to. In fact, they put all the project there on pause. Did they mention to you that that was it? No. Those projects are cleared and whatever it is was done. But they had their own queries that they were raising on it. It had nothing to do with people diverting funds anywhere. So the United Party people now, they bring the evidence that World Bank wrote and say the money here was diverted by the previous administration. Simple. They don't show that. Why they don't want to show it? Why they can't show it? That the money was diverted by the previous administration. They can't show it because it's not there. The United Party people, they are rogues, they are liars. But you know why? I was just telling somebody. I don't blame them. The United Party people take you out to be fools. Because now people like us, they will take to be fools. They take you out to be fools. They say the like people, when you lie to them, they can believe it. So the only thing we can do is to continue to lie to them. And the same lying we did to them, we came to power. So let us keep lying to them. That's why the Unity Party people doing all like this. That you're lying to them, people like us. When is sound can come from Unity people looking like people who sophisticated? Are they very sound? No. They are not sound in their approach towards governance. They may be sound in other things, yeah, but their approach towards government is not sound. No sound policy, nothing. So for them to tell you, say, the government told World Bank money and put a different place, that what World Bank say, not going, and they're not showing you any paper to that effect, then you want to believe it. Oh yeah, there's that. No, it can't work like that. We are sound people. Before you lie on us, you must be able to put the knots, tie the puzzle. Let's see how you can really tie this thing that it will make sense to anybody. That World Bank you discussing here, that the same way they lie on Emma Glasgow. How she told World Bank money, put a different place. But World Bank not read anything against Emma. You don't show anything that World Bank, what they call the woman there, whatever it is, nothing. They just lie on that. Because they're looking for excuses. They want to claim project. So they just lie. They see where they all have passed. Bridge that you see that they say they don't destroy people, Billy and Tina. I don't know when they were completed, but they don't spoil people property and Tina. Only Kalano won't standing there because Kalano is from the Unity Party. So when a property stay there, he's untouchable. Kalano that nearly took the CDC government because they wanted to pay everybody off down there for that thing. The Unity Party pay any father that to those people then to tell them say they breaking down that area and they were just affecting it, but they come in, they claiming it. They can say, oh, that project there for operation for, but did you pay any dime to the people so that they will be able to relocate them? Did you pay that dime to them? No. But you claiming that you brought it out here. How is that one? So they're ones we have taken from them so that the southeastern belt area then now they are running after. So what kind of people then they so? No wonder the president will continue to use you and fool you continuously because you they can fool. Not people like us. But you look at your whole Unity Party group. Do they know that people really sound as compared to people like us? You really look at them. Are they really sound in their own thoughts and projects? They're not even able to take care of themselves. They were completely broke, suffering, passing all over the place. We have gone over years and you look at people like our life but far better. And it's even improving by the day. Our parents can tell you that we are not here to suffer because God has given us abundance of resources that we able to live any life we want. That people like you look at them. You look at them. Do they really resemble people who really can really, these are the people that have been spoiling God's name over the year because God didn't the same opportunity God gave to us, but for them, they are just squanderers. How you just wake up, then you tell the people say, oh, the government told World Bank money and policy. If you got the kind of put instead of calling, they say World Bank money. There is no party that government scared of that World Bank. No people. Yeah. But you're looking for what they call. But you see, you will suffer in this country because the reason there is you are dealing with sound people, and we are sound people. I come and show you something. Very good. God is wonderful. I come and show you something. Me, I let you know beyond things. I get no info. I let you know beyond things. You can look at A and pass. But me, I don't do that. World Bank. That World Bank you're discussing here. Yeah. Oh, the point they want to call. Yeah. Did you people see the release today? World Bank project. We are getting there by the grace of God. We are certainly getting there. Wow. God is wonderful. We are getting there. So, you're listening. There was a release that was up today. I want to show it to you. Very good. That's a release that was up today. I can show it to you. Me, I let you show your thing so that you will see and know. See, hungry, man. People may not understand it that World Bank money you can't say government to World Bank money and carry. Why the people that World Bank you say the reason we stopped this is because they diverted money. And if they diverted, why are you not prosecuting the people? You are the Ministry of Public Works. You're sitting there. And you get got for the Ministry of Finance. Why they ain't bringing all the issues? You're hungry for development already. For stolen project that I want you will not bring up. You're already looking for things to lie on that I want you will not bring up. Then you can put me on more to and say you're doing it with no documentaries, nothing. We don't see any document to that effect. Then you won't sit down there, you be lying. The people see the release today. It's about 5 hours ago. The United States government put a release up through the embassy. They said the United States government, through the Department of Defense Overseas Humanitarian Disaster Assistance and Civil Aid program, has donated over 150,000 in advanced endoscopic equipment to the armed forces of Liberia's 14 military hospital. They say this high-tech equipment will enable the AFL medical teams to diagnose any threat and diagnose conditions, including cancer, using minimally invasive procedures. U.S. military medics from the Michigan National Guard also visited the 14 military hospital last week. That's not what I want for all to get, but I just want to read out for you. Reinforcing Liberia's ability to deliver high-quality care and respond to future medical needs. They are re-enhancing Liberia's capability. To what? To be able to respond to future medical needs. This is the catch. Paragraph now I'm coming to. They said this is about building capacity. It is not about what dependency. They reminding you. They said it is about building capacity so that you will be on your own. You can be depending on them. They said this is about building capacity. They're reminding you as a government. So if you will have to be having the capacity to build your capacity, then you flying private jet with the most expensive plane. How do you sustain these kind of things? You can depend on the people. And guess what? Again, they didn't stop there. They continue and say the U.S. Liberia partnership is shifting. Y'all listen to that now. Y'all listen. Y'all Joseph Boga traveling with private jet. Private jet. Your foreign minister lying about projects. They are saying nothing. But guess what? The United States government is telling them, reminding Liberia. They say what? The U.S. Liberia partnership is shifting. From aid. That means, aid is for somebody to help you. From aid to trade. That means you give, you take. You must get something too that you can give me. I'm not just coming to be giving you. They say it's shifting from aid to trade. You know what they call trade? Oh, but y'all went to school. The Unity Party people, y'all went to school. Y'all know what they call trade. Right? Very good. Trade has to do with exchange of values. So they said the U.S. Liberia partnership, that partnership that we have been having over the years, they said it is shifting from aid to trade, advancing security, stability, and self-reliance. Finish. From aid to trade. We're not coming to aid you. Anything that we in with you, that trade, you must give us something. We give you something back. If you're not getting anything, we're not giving you anything free. That trade we're dealing with now. And you see some of the things that we can be talking all the time. You'll get ready. Oh, you'll get ready. You're 31. You're 31. You're 31. That means 31. All they want. This is it. And we are professional people. We don't depend on government. Right? Those of you who causing people do it, people must aid you with political position. Aid you. Do I know that somebody to can depend on somebody? I think about what I can do for my country. I'm not asking what my country can do for me. And that's just the life we live. And we are quiet kind of people and we're moving on with that. 100 people that didn't want passing around here. 8. And the hell I've been. The people reminding you. You seen it there? So you'll be lying, passing around, talking about World Bank project. All they want happen to World Bank. They tell they want, they carry here and there. I keep reminding you. Your president is using private jet, that are very expensive. Then your foreign minister, instead of him sitting down to talk the God fair through as he started, he has decided to go back to the devil. He has backslided from Christianity or truth talking to lies. The Unity Party used the wrong Eh? Yeah. So why will you say World Bank? That World Bank money the government took, they diverted it to different place. Then Joseph Boga said what? They are hidden resources that are going to individuals, and when he comes to power, he will get it from them. Today, all our resources, Joseph Boga is the one that hiding it now because we can't see it. But we tell you money now in the country. We have time we used to see it, right? But Joseph Boga said the hidden resources, meaning that we couldn't see it because say he Joseph Boga, he was poor and broke, meaning every Liberian was not seeing it. But the Liberian people were seeing it. They were feeling it. They could see their money. They could go anywhere to see it. They could have their business. Joseph Boga town now. When they said now, because if it were heading and went to individuals, then it should now be taken from there and given to the people. Where are the resources? I just played Joseph Boga when he was making his way and lying to you. Eh? You see some of the things? Those are the kind of things that we are talking about. Liberian people, they take you out to be fools. But the people they thought to be fools are the people who now with them anymore. And they have decided to join the sound people. Me, any United Party president, you think United Party president, you think that you are talking to our cousin, that one is your business. Oh, I know you don't get good sense when it comes to policy governance. That one is clear. It's clear, it's evident, and you can see it clearly that you don't get good sense when it comes to governance. You get sense in other things, though. I can say because you human being, you get good sense in other things. But I say when it comes to governance, no sense. Because everything you employ is completely bad. Until you are the worst citizen in this country, every time you're causing people, you are the. Nobody knew that you could be this terrible to the extent that you can curse people. You can curse people and reward people for cursing people. Then you are the worst bunch of citizens in this country that don't worth emulating. Nobody can emulate you people. You're not worth it. A brother met me today. They redundant the brother. From the water and see why then he met me. Then he said something, and I brought it to him. I said, look, he said, maybe United Party people know how to use power. I said, no. They are abusing power. My brother, power is not meant to be used that way. Not because you are with them today, you will think that they are doing the right thing. No, they are not. They are hurting themselves. See the consequential effect of what they are doing. It's hurting the country, it's hurting them. They are going nowhere. Do you know how many enemies they have created for themselves? Do you know why Joseph Boga is buying custom-made bulletproof Jeep? Because he knows that he's creating more enemies for himself in the country. In what way? Look at most of them carrying armed men with them, police people assigned to them. You know why? The Auditor General, I know they say the AG, I know the Auditor General, why want to pick gas war, Jackson? Those guys, they said they may get security assigned to him passing around for no. Everybody's scared. They have created more insecurity for themselves. Today, you and myself can pass free. On a CDC, the minister they could walk anywhere freely. Today, Joseph Boga top officials, they are scared. And not that they want to go, but they're scared because everywhere they pass, either somebody throwing some kind of talk at them or some kind of threat is being issued from somebody against them. They're using power, but you want to be like them? Where when you pass everywhere, people are having issues with you. In your community, they complain everywhere. Your children going to school. People saying that your parents suffering us. Is that what you want? You want to emulate these people terrible thing and say, look, let me tell you something. No wicked person should be you to change from hurting you. And you don't want that. Because look at the Joseph Boga running away from the old man. His age mates. He's struggling and running away from them. Is that what you want to emulate? Then he said, man, I really know how to use power. Is that anything that you should learn from them? Then what a good thing you can do, because they get professional people here. If you can grab the United Party bunch of people and then deal with them and pack them one side, but they get people in other oppositions who are good, you got to include them. United Party is not the only opposition that you can include, but you can include other people to tell United Party that, look, you can punish United Party by identifying the real United Party people, punishing them and putting our governance system in this country anymore. Then you incorporate other political parties. Don't be like the United Party people. It's not good. Don't be too greedy, you will lose it. It's not good. They may be affecting you today, but they are not doing good thing for themselves. They are not doing good thing for the country. The bitterness in the land is very much bad. The day it bursts, my brother, you will get to appreciate that. I think we're better. It better we do it that way. It may be painful, but it's good that way. Don't let anybody change you from good to their bad. Don't let them do that. You have to be very, very careful before you follow people. Then you dare kill yourself. You destroy yourself. You are a decent political party. CDC is decent people. CDC is people driven. CDC is reconciliatory. CDC is a model of democracy in Liberia currently as we speak. No wonder, George, we are really listening to the late Nelson Mandela and we are copying something from Nelson Mandela. You know why, George? We are started incorporating people when he got in power? Because he copied that from Nelson Mandela. When Nelson Mandela was treated badly by the white people. When he was treated badly by them. And when he now became president, the white people who were part of the Secret Service at the time, when you look around, he couldn't see any one of them. Then he asked his guys. He said, where are the people who are supposed to be here as the presidential guy? He said, all of them are run away. He said, no, you look for them, you bring them. We are all one. Whatever they did, the time is gone. That's what we are learning from Nelson Mandela. What did Joseph Boga, who Joseph Boga learn all the things from? I don't know. Who you better learn it from? I don't know, because it can be Ellen. It can be Ellen. So you want to copy after Joseph Boga weakness? If you want to treat people, identify and spot all the Unity Party people, but other political parties are free. The only people who owe you susu, and you must pay their susu back. They owe you. They must pay back. That the Unity Party people, like the Mo Ali, the Amos, all those people will identify them. The day God bless me in 2020, George, we are just go what it calls the ABU in Songaran, the Justice Ministry or so. These people, I will grab them by law. The people that you must identify, you deal with them. Then you open corridor for all, because you must be able to tell other political parties that we are different from these people. The same ideology you have towards governance, that when you do come to power, you'll be inclusive, that the same thing we get. The other people, then they say they not get it. So as a result, we'll deal with them. But when it comes to you, you are free. When you see ANC pressing, you're free. When you see the other political party pressing, you're free. But when it comes to a Unity Party, where people at the top say, we'll grab you, we'll deal with you. Because that you wanted to spoil this country. And how is going to be operating? I don't know why you're going to be there, boy. So what is the issue? But you know me, what they call it? Look, we'll separate them, and that's one thing for sure. And let them know it. And we are telling them it so that they will tighten their grip to even fight more for 2029. Nobody gonna be what they call it. Let them fight, but they will fight. They will not succeed, because at that time it will be the people. That time it will be the people. In fact, before we reach there, you will know that the people are ready to take back what you took from them. It's not what they gave you, it's what you took from them. They are ready to get it back. Just watch it. And we are here. You will see. Let me just, okay, where am I guess? Yeah, let me come in. Yeah, arranging. Let me see on stuff. Yeah, so that's it. That means sitting down there, you'll be passing around, you'll be joking in this country. Oh, AB, this, that. That means you're coming, what they call you. Do I know that some of your thing that you're going to be playing with? Hungry people, they will not get anything for themselves. Some of them want to see me in the traffic. Look at him there. Look at how he look. Look at see the boy. What they call? I just look at them and say, because you're hungry. You see, you're just think people are all supposed to appear like wedding home or wedding. No. We are far above that. God has prepared us ever since to look decent in any given time. So we are going to deal with it, and it's going to be excellent. And we're going to deal with it. Anything you do, you will feed it. I don't care whether you go or come down, you can change anything. Because you're not doing things according to the will of the people, which is very, very bad for you people. Right? Good. Brilliant. So let me see. Let me get him a guest. And here from Stan, he's one of the executives. And we're going to be talking about that protest that you're hearing about. That I said I support as well. And I told you that we support it 100% in any and every other way. We support it. But that protest, it calls for money. We need money to get it done, to make sure to sustain you people. And for even a day or whatever it is, you people need to be sustained. And so we are working towards that. Yeah. And we think for sure with God, all things are possible. So we are going to work towards that. You want to come and select the order. So we are working towards that, and you will see it for yourself. And whichever way it goes, you'll be able to see it for yourself. So we are certainly getting there. We'll mix up everything. So when the stand group talk and whatever it is, we'll put everything together. So they will be able to talk with us for the next 30 minutes. Then we'll open the lines while they are still in studio, and then we'll all be able to close at 10 o'clock. So let us now welcome Mr. George Tangbe. Long time. Yeah, that's my boy. How's everything, my man? The man is a labor expert. I always follow his works. And how's everything, Georgie?
Yeah, Evie, thanks to God, we are very okay.
Okay.
We are doing good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be here in your cozy
Yeah,
studio.
very cozy.
Very cozy. Yeah, yeah. I honestly, I don't want to get Osa. Yes. Yeah, but it's a nice platform. You have. I mean, continue to push the idea of the Liberian people.
Yeah.
I keep telling my friends from Johnsonville
Okay.
that if by any way possible, Abraham God's William name is on the ballot box for senatorial election, we will flock into vote for him because he has been pushing the ideas of the Liberian people. And we believe these are the kind of people that we need for our society.
You're right
because
about that.
people who push the ideas, people who want to see us succeed as a country, it means if they do get there, I mean, there will be.
You're right. You're right. Certainly, you are 100% right. And we could contemplate that because my other people who are competitors that were pushing, they try to renege, and we may likely get there.
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but thank you so much for everything you do, and we think with God all things are possible. Yeah, high stand, and we the people. Oh, the army who say we the people they don't get any job, you don't go as ambassador. What do we the people may how to call him? Balu?
Balu, Senator Balu, the former Senator Balu.
The major woke up and say we the people start to for him.
Yeah.
That can you imagine? Only for them to get a job.
Definitely. But this is the new stand of the government. I mean, the stand on that kind of path where you bomb off the opposition, or you bomb off any element of the opposition.
Yeah,
the government rewards you.
Okay.
The same thing happened to Sandro Johnson.
Yeah, sure.
As soon when he came out one day, talk small. Anybody who insult the president are coming for you. The following day, he was
appointed. So Balu took instead that protest there. I would tell them say that group leader they're using it for me. They say, well, then we'll get you ambassador job.
Yeah,
right. That's great. But how is everything going so far, Josh?
Abi, I will say to you, we are good.
Okay.
Stand is very good at this current stage where the mobilization is not just on, but we can feel the presence of Stand. In every, I can say to you, every district in Mosurado, we have set up chapters. Where we are not just organizing a protest. The idea of the protest is to present the real feelings of the Liberian people, what they feel from their guts. So we have to go to them. So we have been organizing that, and we have set up districts, zonals, county leadership. And as a matter of fact, we are currently at the stage of community engagement. So we intend to to consolidate the best way possible ideas from everyone, so that we know exactly how the West Pointers feel. We know exactly how the people from Peace Island feel. So we cannot get this information if we are just at our homes, enjoying the barbecue and the sweet rice. We have to go out. Yeah.
That's great, and that's very fantastic. And looking at it from all sides, and there have been series of protests people have staged in this country, and I must say, thanks to you guys, and it ties and it aligns with my own belief, my philosophy, that I have said I will never support any protest where I see political phases are there, and that's why I wanted to see a civil society movement that would take such action in the interest of the Liberian people, and there you people come in. And that's why some of us, we are lending our support to you guys for everything that you do. Now, talking about communities engagements, and which is very much tough. And you put the protest way at July 17, and that's when the protest is going to be staged. Looking at it, you did say that we are going to be expressing the people's feelings. It is not a protest where people is going to be given, but it's where the people's feelings are going to be expressed. Their voices are going to be heard, and then so forth. And that's why it is. How you people intend to have this done? And is it going to be a nationwide thing and or sectional stuff?
So the protest is not just nationwide. Okay. The protest has gone international.
International, okay.
As a matter of fact, we have different forms of diaspora teams. Take for an example, the team from Europe is led by the liaison officer, Mr. Bro.
Okay.
And he is coordinating that now. On the very day of the protest, which is on July 17th, Mr. Bro and schools of Liberians will do their own march to the Liberian embassy in France.
Okay.
To petition them and present like the real argument of Liberian people.
Okay.
The reforms, the change we are calling for.
Okay.
On the same day, the people in the US will also march to Washington, D.C. to do the same thing. And also people in Australia, likewise, Liberia and in Grand Cape County, those that cannot come to,
they have to have staged their own there.
They will be able to stage their own form of protest. You understand? So it is not just, the protest is almost like a pandemic that everybody has to feel it.
Okay.
And that is the reason why we have to structure ourselves differently, so that the real idea can be preferred, so that the government can understand from which position our feelings comes, so that they can understand how we intend for them to, conduct this reform. And it's going to be very good.
And talking about the reform that you expect from the government of the Republic of Liberia, many had thought that your protest was geared towards the issue of lawlessness, and many were tying it only to the speaker's removal and so forth. Are you people intending going beyond just that? Because the speakership issue is now a resolved issue.
Right. So
do you people see as that is an adherence to the rule of law, the product from that crisis?
Those were the perception of who be politicians that are part of the incumbent.
Okay.
Their perception were, maybe this is one of the COFAS group, trying to support.
Okay.
But then what surprised us, and of course it did not surprise me, is the fact that when they realized we were going against the government, then they said, oh no, they are from the opposition, they are from CDC, or from ANC.
Yeah.
But then when the government came up with positions where they said that they will go after people who stole government money through the asset recovery.
Yeah, sure.
We supported the government. Then they said, oh no. So then the people from the opposition said, oh, they support the government.
Okay.
So we have tried to be very, very, very
balanced. No, you guys have been great.
And,
your statements have been very great. Yeah.
So the protest is not just about the COFA stuff or the legislative impasse. The protest goes beyond that. There are issues. The protest manifesto, for which I will summarize in just six different bullet points, is like we try to push the idea of governance and rule of law, and of course that has to do with the impasses at the legislature. And then also we are talking about economic mixed management and social decline. Of course, Ibi, you have noticed the new trend, the new movement where parents can no longer, get the money to send their children to private school. Given that there has been an influx in public school from private school. It means there is a decline in the economy individually. I may not have the money.
You say influx from private
to public school.
public.
Yeah.
Even public school cannot accommodate.
Definitely.
A lot of children
will be
are
stay out of
language
school.
in the school. Yeah,
Definitely. They will be on the street. Way more.
We have also realized different levels of security, police brutality, human rights abuses. I don't need to explain on how as a beating to death by a police officer. I also do not need to tell you the different forms of police brutality, because we have seen and we are currently seeing a state, a country where our people are now believing, they got reason to think that Liberia is transforming gradually into a police state where policeman thinks he is law and gospel.
Yeah.
He can beat anyone at any time. He can tell a taxi driver to stop. Give me your driver's license. And the taxi driver give his driver's license and say, okay, give me your car document. And then if everything is okay, he says go. But then he can stop the same thing of and say, give me your driver's license. The driver will give his license. Give me your motorcycle document, give it, and still tell you, say, pack your bag, or do something
and that's bad. Yeah,
because these are some of the reasons why we are coming out. You cannot tell the motorcycle say, hey, pay money for your bike registration, pay for your insurance, pay for your license, and then you tell him, say, no, you cannot apply this street. Are you serious? It was the same reason applying that street for which you told him to get all the documents you mandated him to get. So if you now tell him, say, no, don't apply this street, apply that street, it means you should be ready to refund his money. If you're not ready to refund his money, then you don't need to tell him to apply the street.
Bulldozers have been unleashed on the streets
that the police
by government or by individuals working with government, tearing down homes, throwing innocent families into the streets, while the mansions of the rich and powerful stand untouched. That is not justice. That is oppression of the people. It has to be resisted peacefully.
Okay.
We therefore say to President Buakari, your silence is betrayal for the cause of the people. Your bulldozers are not building Liberia. They are destroying lives, and they must be withdrawn. They must be stopped, because enough is simply enough. While Liberians go
by law, we want to be
without
these things that are lawfully or unlawfully. Is it or the issue
this government is protecting land grabbers and rewarding
I don't know why it's just on putting people are happy, but every other
Vice
thing people are
President
just fulfilling
and his cronies like Mavi T. Sakor are using corrupt judges to seize land from struggling families, and the president sits there
belongs to them
and do nothing.
Now let me try to.
We the people say to Buakari, enough is enough. Stop your bulldozers. Enough is enough. Recall your bulldozers. Enough is enough. Stop tearing down the homes of poor Liberian citizens. Enough is enough. And some of these people are the very ones that stood up in the rain under the sun to vote for you.
That the elite class, that they are not government, that the elite people who not.
What wrong have they done that you sit so kindly and watch criminals, individuals that are greedy because of their connection to government officials, utilize these connections to victimize poor people, to throw them into the streets and deploy bulldozers to destroy their homes in the search for land grab. This is wrong. This is reprehensible, and we say enough of the bulldozer campaign against our people. Enough is enough. Stop the bulldozer. Recall your bulldozers. The people of this country deserve peace. It's time to allow our people to live in peace and not in fear of bulldozers that are being unleashed through the instrumentality of corrupt government officials,
knowing the condition of the very people
who are utilizing and exploiting their leverages with people in power to inflict harm
then he comes
untold residents.
You know, similar situation happened under the administration, and we had to
decades
intervene.
developing their
But
land,
Baba is
building
very
homes
reckless and careless.
with
Now, I
small
remember to
incomes,
the ABC
only to
conference
wake
way
up
back
one
there,
day, one night, and see
administration,
the
there was a
encroachment
guy
of bulldozers
said the town
destroying their
people took
homes,
his land and
pillaging
so
their
forth. He went to
belongings,
court and
and
he
throwing
got
them into
a
the
verdict in
streets.
his
This
favor.
is wrong,
Now,
and we say
so to
enough
effect that,
is enough.
it was issued that the
You
village, because he
say
had
you are
threatened that he was
building
even
an
clearing
overhead bridge,
the
which we
entire front
support
ruler,
because
everything to
we
just
as
break down
patriots
people.
and
The people have
nationalists
lived down
want
there
to
for
see
years.
the country move
People
forward.
are there. So
At the same
all of them
time,
together talking on
why
the
does your
to the president
so-called
to talk to Mr.
development
President?
demolish
No, it's a
homes
court issue, but
in
we
poor
had to
neighborhoods like
intervene
Town,
to ask
where
that
you
we
are
just have
building
to
the
have a
overhead
settlement with
bridge,
these people.
while
When to
sparing
one
and
level the government is
protecting
getting
the
involved in this thing, knowing that
multi-billion
people
dollar
have lived
complex of
in
George
places for
Kalango?
years, and why
Is it because
is the role
Kalango
of
is
the
your
government in
friend
all of
or
this?
a friend of
To
the
better
ruling
settle, because the court may come
establishment?
up, but
You
again,
break all
you got
the
a role to play
homes
in it.
around his premises and claim that these homes are in the alleyway within which the overhead bridge is supposed to be constructed. But you protect the home of Mr. Kalando because he's rich, because he has connections, because he's a friend of the government. That's food for thought.
Okay.
In Newport Street, or Newport Street, poor people's homes were crushed.
The reason why he was
But the homes of the rich and some foreign nationals have been untouched. In battery factories, Buakas bulldozers showed no mercy. In cutting trees opposite the Baptist Seminary premises, across from the
Johnson
ABC
community
area,
homes been demolished.
families live in fear of
And then
being
the same
wiped out
people will run to the
overnight
street because our president is
because
moving
there's
to
a
his
criminal that
workplace.
is
So they say, let us go and stand on the main
utilizing
street and wait
fake
for
and
Mr. President to come so we can beg him to intervene into this case so that this man don't destroy all our properties that we have built here for the past 30 years. But then a very own remorseful president will decide to pass through with us talking to the people, only for the community chairman to receive a call and say the president say he supports the decision of the Supreme Court against those community residents. That is to say,
you mean the president even called the community chairman and say you move from there?
I'm saying this to you for a fight because
Jesus.
I spoke with the community chairman at the time. I was in Germany, but then I was having constructive engagement with the people.
Okay.
So those were the methods of the president, that he respected the decision of the court. So given that, I was like, okay, this is a president with precedent. That's why he's not remorseful, but he has precedent.
Yeah.
Sadly, when the legislative impasse started, I realized the president through the executive support one side, and then he's trying to control the judiciary. Then I said, oh no, then this president is very partial. He is not a president for all of the people. He's a president for one set of people, and that is the elite. So these are some of the reasons for.
So you think the people who own the properties, they had always held back and waiting for a leadership that will care less about intervention and remorseful, as your term, as you put it, and say there is a time if we don't get our properties now, we'll never get it in the future again, because Joseph Boakai is people who don't care, and he will always support us to get back what we had. Well, I don't know, but anyway,
that was just the case of the people from the Kelly Johnson community. They had to go to the court. They were in their numbers, deadly, going to the court, begging, appealing, showing their documents, the different kinds of deeds that they acquired from the purchase of land for 20, 30 years. And through the grace of God, I would say that was just the intervention of God's grace that those people, some of them whose land or properties had already been destroyed.
Yeah, they destroyed their
They
properties.
lost it. But some of them whose property were not touched, they were able to retain it and reclaim their properties. It was just the intervention of God. It was not intervention of the president. It was not the intervention of any of his entourage, but God. So this is the kind of country that we have, AB. And lastly, which I will summarize, like I said, I was summarizing the manifesto. Is political accountability and democratic renewal. Now, what do we mean? We mean politically using policy-driven, processes to run governance. We believe this government is not accountable. A good example is the asset recovery team.
Okay.
A good example is the forceful removal
of 10 new positions. A good example of democratic renewal is a reform that we are calling for, because one of the main reasons why this protest has to be organized is that the people need to understand we need reform. Our constitution, AB, do you know that the 1986 constitution was built or crafted based on how one man felt?
Yeah.
That it could benefit he and his family and his government.
You're right.
So given that term, we believe some of these things has to be repealed.
Okay.
Some of these things have to be changed. And we are going to present all of these things to the people, not forgetting labor injustices like what happened in Kinjor, police brutalities and killings, ArcelorMittal manufacturing company where a lady leg was caught and she's left to just move along with just
and the government is doing nothing. And it's business in this country. They said the labor minister Kura is in the business of just giving permit to foreigners. They said the number of permits he has issued now
8,000.
8,000.
I was at the Ministry of Labor a few days ago.
While Liberians are struggling for jobs, they don't have jobs.
Yeah.
He's giving permits.
Going against the Liberianization Act. We have an act that support Liberians should be first preference for every job. If no Liberian is around to occupy a certain position, that is the condition.
That you use to go for foreigners.
To go for foreigner. However, that is not the case. We have a minister who will rather go to Nima County to campaign, to run political jargons and slogans, than to support workers, than to support fellow Liberians. Maybe go to the Ministry of Labor. I'll ask you to send your team. The Deputy Minister for Administration, brothers, sisters, girlfriends, they all work at the Ministry of Labor. Now, that is not the saddest part. The saddest part is when you see his relatives are not just working there, but they are like those guys that we send to run errands for us with no portfolio. So an employee or contractor without portfolio. But guess what? He the US against a contractor with portfolio that works in the office.
The same office.
But that person is paid 180 US.
180.
I have that as a fight. I can say that to you any day, anytime. And guess what? The people who making the 180 US, you know for how many months they have not been paid, AB?
Wow.
8 months. You know how many months the government paid them recently, backing them? 1 month. I work for 8 months. You pay me for 1 month. You say I should bear it. You are still trying to, I don't know, they use a big term, regroup or reform the CSA platform so that these contractors can obtain their full employment. Are you serious? Is this the rescue that we talk about, that we brag about? It just how we said we are going to manage things, we are going to change our country. I can recall during the campaign, Ambassador Bwaka at the time said, and that video is still on my phone, where he said, Liberians, some of you, you're going in the market to go sell your bread and beta ball. You come home every day. You can even make 150. We have to change that. Of course.
He said that.
Liberian people voted you to change that. Are we changing the narratives? Is the president not riding vehicle up to $1 million US? Is the president not flying private jet? All of those things that he talked about. Is the president not involving himself into nepotistic and tribalistic behavior? Is he not going against Chapter 18 of the Constitution of Liberia that says every Liberian has a right to a job, whether you are from Nima County, from CDC or ANC, you have the right to a job because you are a Liberian and you are qualified. Are these things happening? No. The Constitution of our country is not being upheld, AB. We believe, from our angle as STEM, it's about time that we say enough is enough. Mr. President, you and your government will respect you, but we want you to work in the interest of the people. And for this stand, we are willing to be here for X amount of days until you can meet our demand. And that is the reason why.
So it's not about just sending petitions.
No.
People say, you're going to present our petition to our house. And problem solved.
No way, Abby. We march to the Capitol. We sit and wait for the president to come and make decisions.
Instant decision.
We want
there are some of the things we'll be calling for
decisions
that calls for time. Like take for instance the issue about the tenure positions. These are things that cause for immediate action. So were you to come out and say, look, we'll not rest until you can just terminate the services of all those people you illegally have occupying tenure positions. That could be part of the demands that you could put up. But will the president do that? There's a president that you know. This is a president who cares less about how people think. In fact, he had described lawmakers as hooligans. Next could be you people that you will be describing as hooligans. And of course, coming out to distort this country and just undermine the progress that he's striving.
Let's get this straight. Though they are peaceful, but you call it hooligans. Let's agree 5,000 persons can be hooligans. Agree for this kind of a small country that we have. But can you say to me as hooligans? Their voices, with their feelings, with the expression of their guts. When you say to them they are hooligans, maybe their protest is long delay. The very day that lady was brutalized, that pregnant woman was brutalized by that police officer and killed, protest should have started that very day. If Liberia is a serious country, the very day police brutality got on the increase, that to the extent you had to see the AFL leaving the barracks to come in the street, and citizens, residents celebrating the AFL movement. What that tells you? Does it not tell you that our democracy is at a crossroad?
Okay.
Does it not tell you that we are at the verge of having a tyrannic president, that we are at the verge of having a military takeover? Is that the kind of trend we want to see for our country?
No.
Do you know what are the ramifications and implications of having a military form of government? So no. So those times were the times that the protest should have started. The reason why we have been taking our time is because we want to organize this. We want it to be right. We want every Liberian going out there to protest should be in the channel of the law. We don't want our members, the protesters, moving in the street, and then we have saying in counter argument with the police. We want the police to see that.
Are you going to write the Justice Ministry for permission?
Because you of all people know that chapter 17 of the Constitution talks about the right of assembly. We don't need to write anybody to get people to peacefully assemble.
But are you going to write them to inform them so that they can have police assigned for your protection?
We will not write to request a permit. If there is any communication that will be done that I will not speak on, I will leave that to the chairman.
Okay.
But I can say to you for free that we will not demand any permit to protest.
Okay.
Chapter 17 of the Constitution support us squarely. Okay. We will march, we will assemble, we will petition, and we will associate. We have the backings of and the preamble of our Constitution that's talking about we the people will assemble and we will decide how to help our country move forward. We will no longer sit there and allow these things to continue happening. Then we say, oh, send the presidency that says the legend wait for says it will soon finish. To what end? It be to what end? Like there is a scriptural verse that I might not recall where Paul said, must we continue sinning until grace abound? Then he came back, he said, no, God forbid. So the idea is, must we continue bearing patience and seeing our leaders going scot-free with impunity after embezzling our resources? But we continue to sit down there and see nothing happen. We know that we the people got the ideas to help change the trajectory of our country.
But don't you think others will think, wow, we can't wait for 2029?
But why should we wait for 2029? Why can't we start now? Waiting for 2029 has ramification. It has pros and cons, merits and demerits. Waiting for 2029 could make, and I tell you this for free. 3 days ago, I wrote an article that says Liberia could not have 2029.
Okay. And why you wrote that? Why are you thinking?
I'm looking at the bigger picture, AB. Now, the legislative impasse is a test, or was a test to our democracy.
Okay.
The executive trying to control the test that was successfully. NEC in the next few days, or few months, or maybe 1 year, the term of Director Brown will be over. What happens if you think, look behind the box? Let's be lackadaisical in thinking sometimes. Think, what if President Barker appoints one of his cronies as the next
known cronies? Because he always deals with people who are known.
Agree.
To execute on his behalf.
His next NEC boss. Appoint such a person, and at the same time, maybe or giving the monopoly they have over the judicial government.
The Chief Justice term is already something she's supposed to be going anytime soon.
Perfect.
So Baka is going to put.
Thank you.
So you think Baka is going to control the judiciary by putting somebody there like that?
Are you trying to get the message now from an article? So
2029 is not anything to wait for. You rather get your answers now.
You get your answers now,
okay,
or you don't get it forever. Because 2029, if these games, if these balls that have been played.
So all you simply trying to say is that you can only wait if there are prospects of a guaranteed democracy. But in as much as there is no prospect and there's no sign that 2029 will be a free, fair, and transparent election, you can shut the doors towards that ugly face now.
That is just simple. If we review all of the pros and cons and we realize that going toward 2029 is a waste, we start now.
Okay.
If we see to it that the process now has been engulfed with executive manipulation, has been pushed, lies have been spilled by Ministry of Information to support the decision of the executive, and the time is now.
People had set up a system in a place, GoFundMe or whatever it is, to raise the necessary resources, both local and international.
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
So globally, we have appointed some few people to manage our GoFundMe process. So the process is currently on. It was my hope and prayer that Samuel Jacob comes online to see how best he can clear.
Yeah, we'll call him up. I'm about.
He will be able to speak more on that because they are from that side. I from the secretariat side, and giving some other administrative processes. I cannot say more on that.
All right, so let me just get into Samuel Jacob so that he can weigh in on that. Then the rest of you. But we, the people movement, they are saying that 2020 already the wrongs of today, then we shouldn't be guaranteed that 2029 is a prospect. It's something that is guaranteed. So let's see how that works out. And of course, right here, all this we have Sam Jacobs. What's up? How's everything with you?
Doing good. How you doing, Evie?
Yeah, doing so fine, man, boss. Great to have you on. Yeah, I have here George and the game from Stance. And you are there on the issue of the fundraising aspect. That was the question I was asking, but he said you are in charge and internationally to look at that as well. Tell us, how is the funding processes towards this whole July 17 protest? How are you people gearing towards that?
First, they're going very well, but I'm just on the line, and my good friend is here, but he said he wanted to join online to Axel Jackson. So I don't know what I could get Axel, because he said right after me, he want to give a remark, because Axel is also on the team, and he's trying to talk.
So just explain that. I've had an appointment with Isaac for tomorrow. Yeah, so please.
We both together, both working together, so and we're together right now.
Yeah, because
anyway, I can just go.
Yeah, just go ahead with that fundraising. Isaac is a fire.
The man holding my share right now.
Boja, what's up?
So let me make my point very clear. So let me say thank you to the guys in studio. I enjoyed the secretariat and all the team. Thank you very well. This is how we're doing the fundraising. Because we understand we don't need government say, oh, because this is enough, it's enough. So we want to provide water. No, we want to provide our own drinking water, and we want to say, well, okay, yeah, water, everything. But this is how we're going to do the fundraising. So firstly, we created a GoFundMe. So this GoFundMe is for able Liberians who know that the country is not going very well. The country is going a very, very negative path, looking from the legal aspect to the economic aspect. Okay. So the community who are independent people thought it was to create a GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe is to raise up to $60,000 United States dollars in America and send it to the chairperson of the movement to be able to mobilize our people and make sure we're on a rightful path. So it's all about justice, and it's got no political party view here. We only want to see the best of our country. So people who are here in America, we got classroom teachers, and on the finance committee, on the finance committee, who are all in America, like 3 people who on our finance committee, making sure we raise the 60,000 only for GoFundMe. So the target for the GoFundMe for this one July 17 project is just on to the GoFundMe 60,000. So already created GoFundMe. We checked the result today. People are already pulling in their amount. People want to see good for the country. Just from the project, we got to understand a lot of Liberians waiting to make sure the country is moving a rightful path. Okay. And while raising funding right now, we also created the mobile money. So I think Chairman Momo posted the mobile money, also started sharing the mobile money for our local people down home. So they also have to get a report from the mobile money collection. So we in America also doing the major fundraising for organizations that people want to see just in the country. And on the GoFundMe is 60,000 from all the rates we're trying to get. Our fundraising, our target should be of the 100,000 United States out of here to make sure the country will move on a rightful path. So the finance committee is doing well. Fundraising is on right as I speak to you right now. The chairperson, Mr. Toll, she also started another one right now in Philadelphia, making sure they have a whole fundraising project in Philadelphia. So by raising funds to make sure the country rules in the rightful. For I here to create all financial paperwork, all GoFundMe account, and all fundraising strategy to make sure the committee receive the money and be able to put in the rightful path.
Wow, looking at it, which of course is very essential as well. There are others listening, they are very much excited and would like to join it. The issue about accountability is very much key in the wake of all of these things. Why it is true that people will be overzealous and they want to get their country supported. We don't want for the government to undermine this whole thing and say, look, people are diverting it. That's what happened to the Alexander Cummings. We tired suffering something where people are squandered with money and yet and they just to undermine the whole process. Accountability is very key. You care to speak to that?
Yeah. So this is what. So send the chairperson the strategy for the fundraiser. I'm not so saying it in a different way. How people do their accounting principle. Who's going to lobby for the money different from the person that receiving it. The committee that receiving the money different from the committee that distributing it. The committee that distributing it different from the committee that doing the auditing. Okay. So that's how we set the bar. So we just there to do the strategy and the fundraising. So I have no access to money. I have nothing to create, and every money goes to the committee on receiving the form. And the committee on receiving the form is quite different from the committee on spending. And the committee on spending is quite different from the committee on the program planning. So we have 5 major committees on the finance team to make sure every money should be accounted for different committee fundraising, different committee receiving, another committee on spending, another committee on managing. So we set the committee and we have 33%, we divided 33% about 6-7% in a committee. And all the committee people on different functions. So with these 7 committees, we make sure that the finance will be on a rightful path. So the committee on program got their own budget. When they send that budget, go back to the committee on audit. The committee on look at that budget and then we send it to the committee on on fundraising. They got a committee there that measure Marato from Philadelphia is on the committee on collection, but she's not on the committee on distribution. And she's not on the committee on keeping. Okay. So people on keeping that the committee going to look at the goal from the candidate got the right to withdraw the money or the goal from different from those who already keeping the money. So just a different committee for accountability. And we brought people who are professional, people who got good accounting background, people who have good auditing background, all professional from America. We have accountant, we have business manager, we have masters, we got people who got CPA, who got waiter, who got CPA, who got pilot, who understand auditing. We got all these guys in America on the committee from North Carolina, from South Dakota, we have Benson too coming from Chicago. They're all on this committee to make sure we raise the fund, the accountability be a period.
Now, locally, a structure here will be very key. You people have your online, you have your own technologies employed to get it done here. But locally, our people here, remember dealing with the mobile money and all these kind of platforms and things. And we have a team here. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the mobile money team is already in Liberia. They got a whole mobile money team, receiving team, auditing team.
Okay.
So the whole committee in that country receiving the mobile money, and then they're gonna have it on the general committee. So then the phone, and just to encourage people, please try to check on Molu page on that now. So I think the Secretary General also announced the mobile money number. We're asking our Liberians to kind of support this process. This process is all about Mama Liberia. So if you get a late $20, $10 labor table, and just go to the mobile money GoFundMe page. Click the GoFundMe page. You're going to see donate. If you okay donate, I make it very simple. I created only 4 columns. Along you click donate and just put your number then your amount, and also your name cannot be shown. You okay. Don't show name. We don't have to know your name. You can support the process. Very easy process. Click donate, and then you see 4 blocks. Just put no name and just put the amount. So you okay the amount. The money gonna remove from your account. So you don't have to go to your bank card, your bank number, your transfer number. So create another channel where you're not gonna use your bank number, wallet number. You're not gonna put one account number. Just click it. The amount you play there, the amount is gonna be removed easily for everybody to participate. So I encourage everyone in the diaspora to kind of look for that page and be able to support this process, because we say enough is enough, and we need to raise the money to make sure we help the country move forward.
Okay, thank you. I think I can get to George now, but thank you so much, Sam, for following, and thanks so much for the update. We'll keep getting to you as we get further updates leading towards July 17, 2025. Thank you so much, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank you very much.
And say hi to Borja for me. All right, so the local, the mobile money number, we have the number here.
Yes, we have it, but sadly, AB, why coming?
Oh yeah, I see that you don't have it. Every one of us, we are getting there, which is very much good. So let's get to the lines, interact with you, public, and we have 10 minutes. Josh Tegmet is here. You just listened to Sam Jacobs about the issue about raising resources for this. So we are getting there. A lot of issues we're talking about here, and of course, things I talk about, you can also speak of them. But we are here. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening, Eddie. How are you?
I'm fine. Please go on, boss. Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, this is Pat Poker, the visually impaired guy, keeping Poker figure the fire to dealer. Let me say welcome to the guests, and the protest is welcoming, a long overdue, and that's what we were waiting for. At least for civil society institution come up to push the interests of the Liberian people. It is okay. And let me say to all of us, look, don't be in your community say you're waiting for the people to come to you first. They are on the very media. You follow very radio station in this country. They were on Freedom. They were on Voice. I follow them. Now they are on King's Station. You are listening to it. Don't wait for them to come in the community with awareness. You are hearing it. It is bounding on you to come out to tell us on the July 17th so that you can let the Bwaka government know that you are going through tough times, that things are difficult, you are not unable to sell on the street, your husband or your wife are basically off job, then you are supposed to be also on the street, they are moving from there, your boyfriend is also on the street on the motorbike after registering, they drove them their way. You have to come out to voice your anger in the peaceful way as they are saying it. But we should not be gathering one place. Let us come from all over. When you come from all over, it will prove to them that and there is a need for Bwaka to do the right thing for the country. So we say kudos to them, and we are prepared. And quickly to Bwaka. Look, Bwaka, we know that Bwaka not okay. But our prayer is Bwaka should take up to 2029. That is our prayer. How he will do it, how he don't want to do it, he leave with him. So our prayer will be there, but God will decide what he want to decide. We can go against it. But any other way, we pray that he'll be able to take up to 2029 so that he can rescue this country before they give us excuses tomorrow that because of this, because of that, he was not able to work for the Liberian people. To the Public Works Minister, I was fully aware it was because of our pressure that made him to come out that day with that statement. Because we were behind it on every media, telling them that you don't have no project yet. So he was able to come out to clarify now. He bounced back to come with life. We are getting prepared for them again to engage it. Then they say we can't sleep. They too will not sleep. Will be on there until we get to 2029. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you so much, Edmond. And of course, election and voting process is a protest movement by itself, but you have to do this before that. Hello, how are you doing?
Well,
yeah.
Firstly, I want to thank you and thank your studio guests.
Mm-hmm.
This is the movement of the people.
Yeah.
and by the people and for the people. That's not a political jargon. It's a reality slogan. A movement for the people and by the people. Liberia needs to rise up, especially we.
But the man who said like get we the people zone in that you not go.
Yeah, my brother. So we call to appreciate calculation in Liberia. We need to deliver these countries scripturally. Liberia is divided. But you read Matthew chapter 12, verse 25, it says, a divided house against itself cannot stand. And if Joseph Numa Baka government as a deacon, and an elderly statesman cannot unify this country, in my mind, as a spiritual leader, it's a failure. Because unity in the spirit is first and in the physical. Right. And if the government of this day today cannot unify the country and divide the people economically, financially, whatever way, and want to use the divide and rule mentor, that is their own adage, mentorology, bringing division and chaos, God himself in heaven will not happen, because God does not believe in divisiveness. So we will not be wasting our prayer when you have the right to do what is right for a nation as an elderly man, and you cannot do that. There's something wrong with you, even being a deacon. It's questionable. Because the Bible says peace and holiness, without which no one will see God.
All right.
Hebrews chapter 12 verse 14.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. We appreciate that. All right, so let's get on to this line. Hello, how you doing? Let me get on here. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Okay, I don't like for people to join the female. I don't joke with my thing when I talk. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, Teacher Light.
Yeah, let's hear from you, boss.
Thank you for having me, Teacher Light. How you coming on?
I'm doing so great. Thank God for life.
Oh, fine. That's great of you. Teacher Light. My name is Victor P. Tabo, commonly known as Sergeant Play. I do join you from Battery Factory to be precise, Dakwita.
Okay, Sergeant.
Yeah, Teacher Light, I thought there was one man in Nigeria to send out to speak for his people.
Okay.
But now I'm seeing people coming on board. I'm very, very happy and I'm so impressed. And I don't know what to do, because this is why we've been expecting to see men standing up for his people.
Okay.
You can be in your country and a single man wants to use you because while you giving power, in return he pay you with evil. We will not sit and allow such things. So some of our brothers and sisters, those in America and Europe, and getting concerned is a very brilliant idea. I'm very, very happy about that. But I want it to be very peaceful and let our people express themselves. Let the international community, the whole world, let it hear, let it feel, let it see what is happening to our people in our country. Because there are certain elements come, we give them power, they are treating us, they behave to us like they all are doing when they speak. There is no man there to speak. Right. So when we see our brothers there coming out, we go to join them and we embrace them. We always stand out for our right. If a crop ever want us to die, we must die. But let the truth be told. And what you preach and what you read on paper, this is what we expect you to do. You cannot come here and hijack our presence and we sit and look at you. So I want to say kudos to all those guys that put that program together. We will be there. We will be in the black community to be telling people about this program. We will go from door to door and we will make sure that this government must know that what they are doing to the Liberian people, it is not right. They need to do things that will please us. They need to make us happy. They need to address our bread and butter issue. Our parents need to live good life. Our children need to live good life.
Sergeant, thank you.
We cannot continue to downplay the law of our country, and we sit down to find where we are not bringing no investor into our country, and we begin to act like a nothing.
Okay, thank you so much, Sergeant. We can hold you at that. Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, boss. Go on. Let's listen to you, please. Hello.
Hello. How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, okay. The more pressurize the people. Come on, stop. Continue. We are waiting. Thank you. Pressurize them. That's all every day we will listen to you. I always enjoy you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hello, how you doing? Sisi, let's hear from you, Mama.
Let me say how to your studio guest this evening. So, if I'm going to call all Liberia, if you can eat 3 times a day, stay home. You know what I'm saying, Ebi?
Yeah.
If you feel enjoying this country as a Liberian and your children in school, no problem with you, stay home. I'm Sisi, I don't even on time, even get I can't get it. So I will be on a protest that day. I'll be the forefront. And instead of for us, we want to try us for us, then they get ready for us. They will be able to get tired.
I trust you for that one. I trust you. I trust you for that one. You will be there. That one, I trust you. I trust you 100%.
You know, it's so for that reason, I will be in a protest. If you kill your children, or people are dying, if you feel healthy as well, stay home. Who that head will come in the street? They put a gang of all people in Nigeria. Where is it today? People looking for a job, looking for myself. Looking to rescue themselves. Everything is spoken in the country. Stay to your heart. But who that head will come in the street? Can you let house control the road? Bring all your army, all your soldiers, all your police, all your DA will be in the street. In the country, in the report, they will not want to be serious. But we will protest, we'll tell workers, it's not enough. We tire. Everything is breaking our country. And if you go to that president, if you're president, you go to Nigeria, you go to Dubai, you go to the okay. What was the call around here today? People are protesting to the gate. All for protesting, if you get out, look at them. They use so much and say, but president, now, no, we'll stop our AP. Let's get ready for all.
But Sisi, Boga thinking about leaving the country, or you might not be here for your protest.
No, but for me, we already know about Boga. And then we play evil in the country.
And when you run away, you go, you're not meaning to come back. Then you just stay there one time. If you're not here for the protest, you will not come back. So then you agree to go, all the guys stay there, you will not come back again. Hello, how you do? Just stay there one time. Yellow?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Your own instinct for long.
Let's hear from you, Mama. Great to hear from you again.
The protest is our protest.
Mm-hmm.
On our head, on our shoulder, on our knee, on our back. It's totally on our head. And we tell them they are not more than us. We Liberians. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Masisi, I am with you.
Oh, no.
I am with you.
You're ready now.
It's a number for you, Masisi. We rather see both.
I like that.
People just to know that Liberians, we are not fools. We just looking at peace because for our country we love.
You're right. That's just the love they just playing on. Yeah.
So they protect you.
Because the people say you love the country more than they do. So they add there, you will not spoil the country. Any kind of way they want to treat you will not want to spoil the country. That's how they do. They play on the love you get for the country. You put it one side, Chakla, they are more than we in here.
God bless you. God bless you. Let God bless you. Let God bless all of your nothing they protect.
Amen.
The hand of God is over you.
All right.
No one will against you will be prosperous.
Certainly.
So when they just try it, if that's what God will count when they let it just try it.
They certainly won't.
Yeah.
They will have to allow democracy prevail, man. Yeah, we thank so much for your prayers and support. Yeah.
Yeah. Let God be with you.
Okay. Thank you, man. All right, so this is it right here on this die. We are getting there. With God, all things are possible. Yeah. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, good evening. Let's listen to you, boss. Yeah. Civil rights movement, man. Go on. Let's listen to you, guitar. You mean the civil rights movement?
Yeah. We have our organization, we have our office on Galabi Road,
encourage our brother to really send invitation to us because we are there monitoring all the activities. Maybe, let me say this. Article 17 of the Labour Constitution, no president can come in the country if people cannot protest. We will go into the street for bad police brutality and bad labor practices that going on in the country. We will put it on our banner and the police will see that in the house of whether they are here. President Joseph Nwabaga is the president of Liberia. For Article 1 of the Labour Constitution, whenever Nigerians, the majority, they are not certified, they have to go in the street peacefully. Article 17, you cannot beat anybody. So for me to see men, President Doe, yeah, you know, with all the camera move, people protested, yeah. President Charles Doe, yeah, with all the guns, people still protested. For the identical police, the author, along with the president to stop the Nigerian border to protest babies. The way one of the protesters are on Capitol Hill, when they sugar activity are going on, the way in which the police people handle like criminal people, learn how to stay in the gap to tell the American government Article 17, the military.
Okay. Okay. I think everyone else, thanks to you people, everyone else supporting this. And Josh, I think we can close up with you now. Yeah, a lot of support. I just all about it. And of course, I think they put tire now too. Enough is enough. I think that's the day. That's the day. And it's going to be on the 17th of July. Yeah.
Yes, Abi. So the people have waited patiently for this day. We at the launch of STEM, we were patient. We were supporting those policies of the government that were in line with good governance. When the president came up and said he was launching the asset recovery team, STEM supported them. When the president came up and said that he was setting up the ombudsman office, STEM supported them. But when STEM goes against some policies of the government, then STEM is a political party. Are you serious? Is this the kind of society
that's who they are? That the Unity Party people, that the Unity Party bring against.
So the Liberian people are resolved. 1 year and a half was enough time for our president to set the basis, the foundation for new trajectory, where every Liberian can have the chance to a job in the private sector, where every Liberian can have a youthful opportunity through vocational training and other skills, where every Liberian can go to bed and don't, concentrate on police brutality the following day, where every Liberian can go to bed without concentrating on Liberia being enlisted as one of the top 10 hungry country in the world. And this is not coming from my own mouth. This is coming from the World Hunger Index. Check it up on your own phone, Abi. We are part of the 10. So imagine if we are at that level. That tells you almost 55 to 60% of our country, our citizens, would rather go to bed without the stomach being fully filled. That tells you that Liberians do not have control of their own daily hustle. That tells you they need to come up. That tells you they have to create the platform to petition the government so the government can create jobs in the private sector. And we can do that. Because the Liberalization Act supports that. Because we can create private sector jobs through our government resources. We have forests here, gold, diamond. Let's establish. Let's liberalize some local companies in the Sapo National Park area and say, yes, this is about time that Liberians take over their resources. And this we will do, and this will be successful. So help me God. And we are grateful to you for your time.
All right. Thank you, George Tengman. And of course, he's secretary of our staff. And we the people. Of course, enough is enough. I really like that for sure. And we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. I always say, enough is enough. Stop the bulldozers. You tear down whom we build resistance. And that's why it is right here on this very day. We are grateful to the Almighty God, to all of you for that. Keep us in your prayers. Until we are back here, God's willing, with the midweek edition of the show on tomorrow. Do have a pleasant time. Bye-bye.